He believed the city would save him. He believed hard work would lift him out of poverty. He believed following his childhood friend was harmless. But the night the police broke down the door, pointed guns at his face, dragged him outside barefoot, he finally understood something too late. Sometimes it's not enemies that destroy you. It's the friend you trusted, the friend you welcomed into your home, the friend your father warned you about. And when the truth finally came out, the only person who could have saved him had already chosen to let him die.
My name is Patience. Let me tell you something life has taught me. When your parents warn you about someone, it's not because they hate your dreams. It's because they see danger long before you do. Some stories remind us why obedience is not a cage. It's protection.
The story begins in Idu Village, Edo State, a peaceful community where children run barefoot, elders gather under mango trees, and neighbors raise each other's children like family. In that village lived Pao Gidigbo, a stubborn old man with a loud voice, a heavy walking stick, and 5 wives. Between them, he had 16 children. One of those children was Andrew, the eldest son of Mama Titilope, his 4th wife. Andrew was 27, hardworking, quiet, and respectful. He farmed, fetched water, repaired engines, and helped everyone he could. But Andrew carried one dream inside him: to leave the village and make it big in Lagos. What pushed that dream into his heart was a childhood friend named Wale Adebayo. Wale left the village 5 years earlier. Every December, he returned looking fresh: new sneakers, big phone, expensive perfume. Villagers whispered, "This boy don't hammer. Stiti dey pay am. He don't turn big man." Andrew admired him deeply. So one morning, after thinking about it for months, Andrew packed his small bag, told both his father and mother that he was going to the city to hustle, and prepared to leave. His father pulled him aside under the mango tree. "Andrew," Pao Gidigbo said, "stay away from that your friend, Wale. That boy is not clean. If you reach city, avoid him. Obey me." His mother prayed for him, held him tightly, and watched him leave. Andrew nodded, but in his heart, he had already decided not to listen. He believed his father didn't understand new generation vibes. He believed Wale was a good boy enjoying life. He believed Lagos would change his destiny. Andrew boarded a bus and left the village with hope burning inside him. Lagos swallowed him whole. He slept in shops, sold phone chargers, washed cars at bus stops, did offloading jobs, loaded goods in Alaba market, anything just to survive. He didn't immediately look for Wale. He wanted to stand on his own. But Lagos was hard, very hard. Then one hot afternoon, while cleaning windshields at Iyanaiba, someone tapped his shoulder. "Andrew, is this really you?" He turned around, and his face lit up. "Wale." They hugged tightly, laughing like boys who once chased goats together. "You dey Lagos too?" Andrew asked. "Guy, na here I dey. You dey enjoy city?" Wale joked shyly. Andrew laughed at the try survive small. They talked for almost an hour, catching up, talking about childhood memories, laughing the way only old friends can. When Andrew told him, "I finally get small room for this area," Wale's eyes widened slightly. "Guy, you get your own room?" "Yes, small, but na my own." Wale paused, looked around, lowered his voice. "Andrew, abeg, fit I crash with you for a few days? My area don't spoil oh. I no wan stay there for now. Just small time I go comot." Andrew didn't even think twice. "Wale, you be my guy, come stay." They walked home together. Andrew believed he was helping a friend. He never imagined he was welcoming danger into his life. From the moment Wale entered Andrew's tiny room, something felt off. Not big, not obvious, just off. Wale locked the door too quickly. He jumped at small noises. He stepped outside to take phone calls. He hid a backpack under Andrew's bed. Sometimes he returned late at night with bruises. But the signs were small, the kind any innocent person would overlook. Andrew simply thought Wale was a big boy enjoying life. He didn't want to judge him, he trusted him. Weeks passed. Then one hot afternoon, Pa Ogidigbo visited Lagos to see another son. He stopped by Andrew's place. The moment the old man entered the compound, his heart dropped. He saw the kind of men visiting Wale, men who did not smile, men who looked hardened, men who walked like danger. He called Andrew aside. "I told you, leave that boy. He's hiding something dark. Obey me." "Papa, relax, so Wale is not bad. He's just different." The old man shook his head, eyes filled with fear only age can understand. "You will regret this friendship." Months later, Andrew visited the village briefly to greet his mother. His father called him aside again. "Andrew, this is the last time I will say it. Leave that boy. I feel it in my spirit. He will destroy you." Andrew laughed nervously. "Papa, nothing dey happen. I dey okay." Those were the last warnings.
Then came the night his whole destiny shattered. At exactly 1:28 a.m., while Andrew was asleep, the door exploded. "Police! Don't move!" Officers stormed in like a flood, guns flashing, voices screaming. Andrew sat up, confused. He didn't even stand before a boot pinned him to the floor. Wale tried to run, but officers dragged him back violently. "You are under arrest for armed robbery," they shouted. Andrew cried, "I don't know anything, sir. I'm innocent." But they slapped him, kicked him, handcuffed him. 3 other innocent boys from the compound were also arrested simply because they lived nearby. Within hours, the news spread everywhere. 7-man armed robbery gang arrested, leader captured in Ajangbadi. Andrew's name was printed boldly. When the other boys' parents heard, they rushed to the station. They paid lawyers, paid bail, paid anything necessary. Within days, those boys were released. But when the news reached Pa Ogidigbo, the old man said, "I warned him. Let him suffer the consequence. I have other children to look after." He refused to go, refused to call, refused to spend a kobo. Andrew remained in jail alone, crying, begging, hoping, believing maybe his father was coming. He didn't know the truth. He didn't know he had been abandoned. Days later, the court grouped all 7 men together. No lawyer defended Andrew. No one stood up for him. No one spoke. The verdict came like thunder. All 7 defendants are hereby sentenced to death by firing squad. Andrew fell to the ground. He said, "Sir, I am innocent. Please, I didn't do anything." But his voice drowned in silence. At dawn, they blindfolded him, tied his hands, and lined him up with others. A soldier asked him, "Any last words?" Andrew sobbed. "If I had obeyed my father, I would be alive." The rifles lifted. The world went quiet. And his light went out. 3 weeks later, Mama Titilope returned from her business trip. She brought food, wrappers, and a new shirt for her son. She didn't know anything. When she entered the village, women avoided her eyes. Some cried. She asked for her son. The truth shattered her. She screamed until she fainted. She tore her clothes. She begged God to bring him back, but it was too late. Months later, a captured gang member confessed. "Andrew no be our member. He just dey sleep for room. Not only Wale know everything." The truth came after Andrew was gone.
5 years passed after Andrew's execution. Life in Idu village continued like nothing happened. Children grew, new buildings came up, people got married, people traveled. And Pa Ogidigbo remained exactly the same, strict, emotionless, hardened. He never once mentioned Andrew's name again. If anyone tried to bring it up, he would wave his hand and say, "Leave matter, what has happened has happened." But life has a strange way of revealing truth. One afternoon, under the same mango tree where Andrew once stood before leaving for Lagos, a group of villagers were discussing news from Lagos. A traveler was telling the story proudly. They released the final report on that robbery case.
They said one of the boys they killed was innocent. Him no even know, say the friend wey come stay for him house na robber. The villagers gasped. Someone asked, what was the boy's name? The traveler replied, them say na one boy from this village, one Andrew Ogidigbo. Silence swallowed the entire compound. Everyone turned slowly toward Pa Ogidigbo, who was sitting not too far away, chewing kola nut like nothing happened. He didn't blink. He didn't react. He didn't even lift his head. He simply said, if I want child and he no obey, na him destiny. One of the village elders, a quiet man who rarely spoke, looked at Pa Ogidigbo with disbelief and said softly, Ogidigbo, one day, your remaining children will tell this story to their own children. And when they ask why you let your son die, what will you say? The old man didn't answer. He only clicked his tongue and walked into his house slowly, closing the door behind him. The villagers stood in silence, staring at that closed door, each one thinking the same thing. If a father can watch his son die, just to prove he was right, what else can a parent's warning save us from? And in that moment, the entire village understood one truth they would never forget. Some destinies are not destroyed by enemies, but by the advice we refuse to obey.
Thank you for watching this story. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more.